Maybe now. Yes, there you go. Hi, welcome in. Hello, hello. We are going to finish this thing today. We have more cameras, so I completely forgot about setting this thing up. Let me just close a couple of things. I can just reset all of this to how it should look. The heck is this? Image? Oh, that's image. Okay. The actual camera could probably stretch it out. Why is it like, nah? I thought I would. I bought the premium. I should be able to get like a good aspect ratio, but I'm not getting a good aspect ratio, which is a bummer. It should be bigger, but for some reason it is not. No, I don't see a way to change it here either. Mm, no, I don't see a way to change it. There should be a way to change this, but there is not for now, so just gonna have to work with it this way. So yesterday we had a little bit of a thunderstorm. It was somewhat interesting. We had some problems with the air conditioner, so last night was not the best sleep I've ever had. God, come on, work with me. Okay, I'm gonna make this view. Hey, random tinker, how's it going? Hello, welcome in. Come in. Also, resolution. Oh, okay, so I actually have this cropped up, so maybe I can actually make this image a little bigger. Yes, I can. Perfect. And something happened. Got stuck. Let me just change views real quick. Now my webcam got stuck with me looking like an idiot. Okay, let's move that Canon. So it's not working now. Great. Anywho, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just switch between one and the other. I don't really need three cameras on at the same time. But you could probably see me in the background and such, but yeah, I'm just going to keep it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk around the shop for a bit. Let me just transition to another view, which is the Canon. So it'll eliminate that weird face that I had there going. Okay, what are we up to today? Let me see. Is it still stuck? Yeah, it's still stuck. Maybe I can deactivate it and activate it again. Hold on. Let me just do a little thingy, see if it works. I did something I did not like. Okay. Properties, deactivate. Let's wait a second. Activate. Nothing happening. Perfect, I guess. Anywho, so yeah, I guess I'll just have to talk from here. Welcome in. How's it going, Random Tinkerer? Hope you had a good night's rest. Yes, last night was not the best night ever. The air conditioning got a little wonky, so it's like super overcast today. Why is it focusing all the way over there? My face is over here. There we go. Um, so it stopped like working like at 2 a.m. It kind of does that sometimes. It gives me like an error code. I guess it's the compressor or something. It was like too cold or something, or maybe it got too wet. Um, because it was pouring last night, thunderstorm and all that stuff. So yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, we have to continue working on our lamination. At least this time around, it's not too much stuff. I only have to laminate these two strips and the front edge of the little cabinet. I need to cut the bevels on these. Make sure I have the right side to work with. So I bit the bullet and I bought the software for the app, the full app for the cell phone camera. So now we're gonna have a camera that's right back there, so we can just switch over and have a better view of what I'm doing. I'm back in the shop, back of the shop, I mean. So yeah, last night, needless to say, I did not sleep all that much. Um, been up since 2 a.m. basically. So really looking forward to staying up all day. Okay, we have this set up to 45. We have to line this up here. Can go a little higher. I don't need to put it so low. I'm going to do a couple of scores here. To be completely honest, I really don't need it to be um, at 45 because I do have enough space, enough wiggle room to do without. So if it's out of straight by a little bit, doesn't really matter. What I do need is for this line to go as straight as possible so that when I match it up against the other piece, it will align. Go. Now just a little bit of sanding there. Remove that jagged burr that's left behind. Use the match it up over here and see if it actually registers flat. It's a little hard to see though with the tape on, but to me that is more than good enough. Plus, I only really want one side of this table to be like perfect. The other side can be a little off, it doesn't really matter. What I do have to do though is I could have left it there and register it from the other side. Nope. Wait. No, I actually have to change the angle. What am I doing? 45. Press that down. And there we go. Let's just register it up on this end, this edge. Yep, and it has to be this edge because this one has a little corner there that's kind of sticking out. I'm not going particularly hard on this, just a couple of light passes. Okay, move this and follow on the knife wall that I made here. Let's see if it'll snap. Yeah. A little more resistant. Let's give it another pass. So I was looking at streaming videos like, oh, how to do this, how to do that. I found some interesting like plugins for OBS, like have the camera follow you, but it's really just like a zoomed in um, portion of the actual frame, and it'll kind of track your face a little bit and it's kind of cool. And how to make like a transition without actually making that transition. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. It's like I could have a camera at one point, and then I can have with that plugin that camera move to a very specific corner and zoom out to a specific size, and that would basically like move us from one aspect of the shop. Like I usually have the webcam in the corner and the Canon like in the center. I could just do that in one scene, and I don't have to have transition uh, go on like what's it called, like yeah, like scene transitions. I don't have to actually have one of those and set everything up in each scene. I could just have one. It makes it a little easier. I'm gonna see if I can get it to work, because that's always a problem getting those things to work. It's the main issue with those things, with plugins and stuff. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I did buy more paper yesterday. Managed to go out and buy the paper that I needed. So let's try out the cell phone cam again. It is, I believe, a little different. It's still like kind of zoomed in. It's not the best thing ever. I am gonna kind of work your crotch down, so um, you're gonna be working here. I bought all three different sizes that they had at the Home Depot. You got these two. Was the Big Bertha. There's an even bigger one. I think it's like 3 feet long by 100 feet roll. It's not that big. I mean, 100 feet is not all that much. These bring a considerable larger amount of paper, and the price is a lot cheaper. I mean, it is to be expected. Yeah, like $40 for the big ass roll in comparison to maybe a couple of these for like $6. I could put maybe two of these, 2 to 3 of these. They have more footage in length, and well, I guess I do have to put them together, so that's time out of my life that I am not going to get back. Okay, which one am I going to use? Am I going to use the small one, or am I going to use the 12-inch one? I'm going to use the small one. I really don't need a ginormous piece of paper for this. Okay, so let's put that there. I have my tape back here. I'm going to tape these 2 sections. We're going to laminate it. And I believe that I can take this desk out of here and put it in the garage. Get it out of the shop, out of the way. We can make way so we can set up for the minimalistic crib build that I'm going to be making. When you see it done, you're gonna say, well, that's it. It is so simple. It's almost a crime. Let's do this much. I say simple, and then I start working on it, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And then I'm like, oh my god, why? Why didn't I become an accountant? That might have been actually worse. Who knows? All those what ifs. I'm not really a what if guy. I don't really indulge in those kinds of scenarios. I'm not. I fully accept that my life is my life, and that things that happened, and that's it. You know, just gotta work with the present. Gotta work with what I have, not what I don't. Yeah, I'm really happy that this is almost done. And get out of our comfort zone. Work on something that we want. Something cool and interesting. We got another piece here. Overlay. Let's say somewhere around there. I'm not really gonna put too much tape on this corner here. Just need to make sure it doesn't lift up or over. It's like wrapping a present. So, Random Tinker, are you gonna submit something for the wall art? I haven't really been on the Discords. We still have to do this other side. I believe it's visible. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to submit anything this time around either. Gotta get those cribs done as soon as possible, because at least one of them said that they were gonna get back to me now in May. So luckily, it's the simple one. It's the minimalistic one. The other one is more labor intensive. It's more complex, so that's going to take up a lot of time. So you have to try and start it as soon as possible as well. So yeah, no time for like wall art this time around. I would have loved to, because I do have an idea for some wall art. Um, just need more time. Hey, Buck. Oh man. Yeah, me too. I also have like an idea, but I really don't know where to put it. I'm like, yeah, that would be really cool. And it's like, maybe my wife will kick me out if I put that up. It's like I was gonna try and get like one of those city skyline sound diffusers for my listening room. Um, it's basically my office. It has two speakers in it in a very precise location, and that's about it. But yeah, I was thinking about doing one of those diffusers because since it's like a small room, um, a lot of acoustic problems when it comes to like high fidelity music experience. By the way, guys, if you're ever gonna get into that, I mean, I got into it. It's really cool to listen to music and a really cool environment, but there's so much snake oil in that hobby. It's insane. I've seen people sell cables for $100,000. A cable, a coaxial cable. I'm like, what the hell? Hello, guys. I know Random Tinker was here. Did not know Shanigans was here. Yeah, why? I don't know. It's like, "Oh, my low oxygen cable will tickle your eardrums." It's like, no, it won't. Nobody will notice the difference. It's too much money. Yeah, we'll tell that to an audio file. Those snobs will. Uh, yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, when they start telling you, like, oh, you have to lift up the cables off the floor so there's like no interference and all that stuff. Can you really listen to that interference? Come on, give me a break. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically it, you know? So it's a market, it's a clientele, and they're gonna milk it dry. That's that's basically what every salesperson does. They're trying to upsell you on everything. And in some cases, uh, racketing up the price gives this illusion of, oh, it's expensive, therefore it's good. Not necessarily. Okay, so we got this set up. I don't know. Should I do this as well? One hit, maybe. Ugh. Let's move this over here. Ow! Damn it! Oh, my knee. Let me switch cameras real quick. Bang my knee on the desk. Move this out of the way. Try not to avoid as much as possible damaging it. Huh? Oh, you mean like what I was talking about? The like the camera zoom out and move around thing. I saw that last night. I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can get it to work here. No, that's okay. No worries, man. Zilmtrons, hello. How you doing? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that username. I'm regurgitating how text to speech is reading your name. No, Twitch speaker. No. Oh, just chance. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I'll look into that as well. I want to see if I can sit down today and get those like free like follower emotes uploaded. Ah, crap. and get the I want to check that command thing. That seems like a good time investment because walking back and forths, it's kind of like a, what's it called, momentum killer. If I'm like moving something heavy, it takes a little while for me to get to the computer and stuff. So I could just yell at the computer. Computer, bring me coffee. Computer, start my mocha pot. Stat. If only. I'm pretty sure there's something out there that won't let you do that. I should definitely do the inside as well. Let me just check with this paper. Are you? This is too big, I guess. Yes. I mean, I could just do it in one go and push the axis inwards, try to inch it down somehow. The other one is a little too short. The other one is 12 inches. This is a little bigger than 12 inches. So, yep. I guess we can try this one. Oh, nice. This one has like a slit on, well, at least a little bit, like 3 feet, maybe like more like 2 feet. Yeah. I also saw like another one of those free copyright, no copyright sound platforms. Maybe they'll have something it's a little better than the other ones. The other ones are, I don't want to say that they're bad because I'm pretty sure a lot of people put a lot of effort into making those like soundtracks and stuff, but yeah, they're not bangers. They're not bangers, at least not for me. For one, their repertoire of jazz is almost non-existent, so those are a couple of negative points in my book. And I find interesting how Facebook and Instagram will let you use copyright uh, music on your normal posts, but if you have like a business account, then you can't use like copyrighted music. You know, like okay, yeah, like none of these other people are like making money with their posts anyway. Double standard. Keep forgetting that. I'm putting this on like it has to go on super precise in the border if I'm gonna remove this right after applying the glue. So I don't really need to be all that super precise. I have to learn when to really invest my time on something and when not to. I mean, when it comes to like trying to achieve a certain level of perfection, not everything has to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. Okay, let's put the paper on the inside first. Pinch it down, a couple of these. Let's do 4. Let's see how we're gonna do this. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see if I can manage to do this. This is not gonna be easy apparently. I know I've done this before, but don't ask me how I got it the first time. Okay, so that's there. I just have to maybe pinch this back. That might work. Here, maybe a wider tape would have been a better choice. Did not buy a wider tape. I think we got it. Let's just put the strip on. So I was like kind of scrolling through Facebook a little bit this morning because I wasn't really 100% energy. Didn't sleep well last night, as some of you might know. And I was looking at Facebook, like the video reels. My God, Facebook videos are cancer. It's just, it's so bad. At least the ones that I get because I'm a Hispanic and Facebook is determined to tell me what they think I want to see, as most of these social media platforms do. And my God, it's just so bad. It was like this, I think it's like a trend or something of having people that are business owners like dressed up as common people who are like working in the in or like cleaning or doing something in their business, and somebody like an employee that doesn't know them comes along and starts like bashing them because they're so ugly and dirty. I'm like, who watches this shit? It is such a bad. Ugh, it's so bad, so bad, so bad. It's so cringy. And it's not just one. There's like a couple of them. There's like this one with what's the correct term for a small person? It's like 3 foot something tall, and she's like cleaning the pool, and somebody's like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing?" Blah blah blah. Like, what the heck is this? Uh, I weep. I weep for content creators. They have to make content in a sea of shit. I mean, I know my content is not the best either. I'm basically just walking around my shop and talking to shit, you know. But my God. Oh, and they're all Latina women for some reason. So it's like, my discrimination. My God. Although they're also Latinos, the ones that are discriminating against them. So I just think it's people trying to get internet points or something. I don't know. If that's what they're trying to do, you know, like trying to portray like some sort of abuse. Some random guy or person thinks that they're inferior. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, and let's grab the front fade back here. Okay, we know to just spray the corners, the edge, not the corners, the edge. I'm looking for the Sharpie. I know I saw it back here. Here it is, yes. Let's just make a line because it is a little taller than what I need. Grab our canister. It's back here. So I was thinking of, because I do have the big eucalyptus slab that doesn't go through any of the machines that I have. I was thinking of, I bought a bit and everything for, what's it called? Flattening bit. So I might just prop up a couple of boards on the edges. No? Okay. Well, this is, they're mostly used by cabinet makers, I guess. So unless you're in like cabinet manufacturing, you might not have seen it. I haven't seen it either. Up until Wrenches told me about it. I was like, really? That's interesting. And then I saw a video on it, and I was like, oh, cool. The thing is, it's a little pricey. The gun itself and the hose with the tank was like $500, and the tank alone is like $200, two something ish. Every time you have to buy a new tank, so it is kind of expensive. But man, I tell you, it streamlines your workflow by a lot. If only I didn't waste so much time looking for stuff in the in the shop, I might actually have a benefit in time saving. But yeah, not having to wait for the compressor to fill up and having to refill canisters and such. But yeah, it works great. The glue is also a lot easier to work with, I guess. What I mean by easier to work with, it's easier to clean off. It's easier to apply. If you have like a gloss or shiny laminate that you want to use on a piece of cabinet, I don't recommend it because of the webbing pattern is very uneven. Okay, well, I believe I have like a 40-gallon. Let me see. I have one of these Husky. This is a 30-gallon. I have a 30-gallon back here. The problem with the 30-gallon compressor is that it's still not enough to like spray large quantities of glue. It won't spray an entire canister like this. It won't spray this entire canister in one charge. It takes up of upwards of 5 to 6 charges of the compressor, and every time the compressor is close to triggering the autofill again, the pressure goes down so much that the glue starts to come out uneven and like lumpy and like globules of glue. And when you get to that point, you have to stop and wait for it to proc and then wait for it to finish so that then you have enough pressure to really atomize the contact cement. If you were like spraying, let's say, paint, then yes, it will work. But the same, you have to be careful with how much pressure you actually have. Um, so if you're planning on using the compressor for painting, I would then probably suggest you get a HP high pressure, one of those. Oh God, what's the name of it? It's like a jet something. It's a continual pressure jet engine thing. HVLP. High volume, low pressure compressor, and that's basically a more motorized air jet pump, and it's just a continuous flow all the time, so you get a better finish. Okay, so yeah, if you have one of those, use that for painting. Don't use the compressor because you're not going to get consistent outcomes out of that. I already have a 30-gallon. It wasn't enough for me. Okay, yeah, like nail guns and such. Yeah, I'm basically I'm not gonna get rid of it just yet. I'm not gonna get rid of the compressor just yet because still have a use for it. For instance, what I mentioned, the high gloss laminates, being able to throw a really even atomized pattern of glue, even though it takes longer, it's a better option than this thing. I love it, but yeah, I love it, but it's not for everything. Yeah. Um, the only one you could also check because maybe mine wasn't spec for continuous flow, but there are some compressors that on the specification sheet they will tell you that yes, you can use it for like continual uh, applications like painting and such. Mine did not say that it was capable of doing that. And again, I did think that I thought that it wasn't going to be an issue, but it is. Just move these out of the way. And we have to add glue to this. Should probably bring up the brightness a little bit on the cell phone. Let's see, where's that guy? Here we go. Oh, I forgot. I also have to make the base of the reception barrier thing. The big white piece that I had here in the shop. Still have to make like the base for it where it's gonna stand on. So we could do that as soon as we laminate this. We can take a break from this and cut a couple of pieces and build something. Actually build something today. So we'll do that. We're gonna cut that up. All we have to do is wait. So let's take this off. And we're golden. Let me see, will the webcam work this time? It wasn't working. I'm not seeing the webcam. Yeah, webcam is not responding. I could maybe unplug it and plug it back in real quick. I believe it's this one. Apparently not. Yeah, I think it is. Did that webcam die? It would be a real shame. Eh. Device. Let's see if I configure video. No, nothing yet. It's not working. Nope. Probably have to work with that later. Anyway, let's transition over here. It's a little early for coffee break. Let's see. What can we do instead? In the meantime. See, a USB device not connected to a computer malfunctioned and Windows does not recognize it. Nice. I lost the webcam. Not working anymore, apparently. Sweet. Why you do? Why do you do? Disconnected. Ah, coffee is important. Okay, okay, okay. We can go for a little coffee break. Let me just work that out real quick, and I'll be right back. See you in a second. Okay, we're back. Got to sell some coffee. Oh, forgot this is the wrong chat. Open up coffee break chat. I wish my monitor here was a little bigger, or at least maybe another monitor. Huh? Ran a commercial. Oh, okay. This time I don't have it all the way up. I have it maybe half, a little over halfway. Okay, this coffee is not my favorite on AeroPress. Maybe I have to adjust the grind for this one. But yeah, the Ethiopian didn't have that blueberry muffin smell that I had when I first tried it. Maybe not the best for AeroPress. I do like it in espresso. It's really good in espresso. Ah, so yeah, pretty soon we are gonna end all this lamination. I still have to do the base. We're gonna laminate that as well. That's just a simple 4-inch tall, like L shape. We're gonna build it real quick and put it up in the garage with the other big piece. And I have to actually dismantle it to install it in place. I'm gonna have to uh, grab maybe a friend or two and have them pay him for the day and have them help me bring those pieces up 2 flights of stairs. I believe it's just two bends and that's it. And install it in place, laminate it in place. So it's gonna be a interesting Saturday. We're gonna do that on Saturday. See if I can get that done as quickly as possible. Get it out of here. Get paid. Get on with it. Get on with it. Um, we're gonna move this. I'm gonna laminate this, route it out, and I'm gonna move the desk to the garage as well. Put it in front of the reception area thingy, and we'll get it out of here. We'll make room for the eucalyptus. Gonna work on the eucalyptus. It still looks pretty straight, so I'm happy with the pieces that I got. So apparently I'm not gonna have all that much drama. Hopefully, hopefully, that's the way it goes. It might go horribly wrong. I could maybe. I'm thinking about ripping them in half because they are like 12-inch boards, close to 12 inches. I think it's like 11 and something else. I'm thinking maybe I can rip them in half and then I can pass it through the jointer. And then with the bit that I bought, let me see if I have it right here. No, it's in the kitchen counter, breakfast counter. I bought the biscuit router bit, but I'm just gonna use it for a not tongue and groove, like a spline kind of thing. I'm gonna make a little spline and then put them together. That could be a whole bunch more work than actually needs to be done. I could also just maybe make myself a little jig out of anything, um, and do like the little wedge trick. You wedge it in the high spots so it's like one uniform piece, and it doesn't rock or anything, and then pass it through the planer and get one side flat, remove, turn it around, pass it to the planer again, get both sides flat, and then I can pass it through the jointer on one of the edges. It would give me three 90-degree sides, and then do the final cut on the table saw. I could do that. The thing is, do I trust it? I have that giant thing over there in the back. There's like a big old piece of what's it called, MDF. Problem is, I built that and it worked when I had this workbench and that workbench together next to one another, and I had the planer propped up to a point where the bed was at the same height as these workbenches, and that's what I would use for um, passing big pieces through a planer. I would put on the sled, I would prop it up, and then pass it through. But yeah, these little lunchbox planers are not the best thing in the world. You know, they'll make do, but let me not put this here. It tends to stick on glass really well. So let's remove it. I can use this for a little bit. So make sense to remove it. Also have to make a couple of wall cabinets. I'm thinking I can make one where the clamps are right now. I could make one and move the clamp rack somewhere else. I could make another one after the window as well, and so I can store more tools there. Uh, what thing? What was it? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. They are built for a certain purpose. I actually saw somebody. I thought it was hilarious, but who knows? Maybe it's genius. He would prop up a piece of the board onto sawhorses, and then he would grab the planer, the a little lunchbox planer of these, and he would put it into the piece of wood, and then the planer would start writing and eating out of it, and he would lift it up on one end when it got close to like the sawhorses. I'm like, oh god, what is this guy doing? Maybe it worked. I don't know. Uh, I don't think it was gonna be like an accurate thing. I think he's just like putting it down to a size. Doesn't have to be exact. Hmm. It was funny. I wouldn't recommend you guys do that. Not what I would call a safe idea. Yeah, that was funny. Uh, I've been thinking about jumping back into YouTube and making videos. I don't know yet. Yeah, I don't know if I should jump back into YouTube. I've only posted like a couple of woodworking videos. I do have a bunch of videos on like fish keeping and stuff, but I still get like comments on my videos and people following and stuff, but not I'm still not to the point where it's actually like viable. I do have some data, but there's like some topics I really want to get into, and yeah, I have to make a script, sit down, write it down, and figure out how I'm gonna word it because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna piss off some people, but especially like in the DIY community. I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, YouTube DIY is not what it used to be, and to me, it's just the whole monetary system on YouTube has just bred a certain kind of content that has like overreached every other content topic and on YouTube. From DIY, from the most niche stuff, you still have those content creators who just make algorithm traps, I guess. They're just trying to ride that wave and just cash in. And it's turned people who actually made some interesting DIY stuff into just mm, drove them to do the same because in order to stay relevant, in order for their videos to get suggested, they have to basically fall into that little funnel of ways to do things on YouTube that it's for me it's sad. It's sad to see it, but it is what it is, I guess. It used to be that you could just sit down and think about something good to make. Like, I think this would be really cool, and I think this would be very interesting to make, and people will get some benefit out of it, be it enjoyment or just pure knowledge or whatnot. But now it's like, what else is there to make uh, so that I will stay on the platform and still make some money? You could just make like a whole bunch of videos, well thought out, well produced. Take your time. You can make it, and you would make money from it basically out the get go. It was the bar to enter the YouTube AdSense was kind of low at the beginning, but now it's like it's not that they have higher standards, it's that they just want to pump out as much production out of you as possible before they even consider giving you a dime. It's like it's just gonna force people to burn out and just start making crap. I had a whopping total of I think it was like $20 accumulated on YouTube, and then the adpocalypse hit, and I lost that money because I no longer qualified for YouTube AdSense. I was like, oh yay, that sucked the fun out of it. I was like, hey, maybe I could sit down and maybe produce a couple of really cool videos, and people might watch it, and I'll maybe make a buck or two out of it. But yeah, no, that was not the case. Yep, yep. Yeah. Okay, let me just change something here real quick. No, that's not the one. And cell phone, here we go. Oh, it's over here. Let me just make sure I don't do it on the wrong one. Oh God, that's too much. Actually, that's a little better. That's a little overexposed. Just keep it at 231 ISO. Oh, it could. Ah, ah. Sorry for the weird color changes here. Trying to set the ISO to 100. Make sure it's not grainy. And we can bump the, I'm gonna have to probably bump it up a little higher. Let's do 200. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, that's basically it. Did I change? Yes, I did. Okay. That's dry. Yeah, I made a video with a whole spreadsheet and everything for like the aquascaping community, and people have received it pretty well. I was pretty proud of that one. Um, I didn't make it after the adpocalypse. I just wanted to see how things would, move. But yeah, it comes up down to a point where you're like, is it really worth it? To spend all that time editing, making the video. Are you really gonna make enough money anyway? I did it to just the betterment of the craft, but yeah, a couple of bucks wouldn't hurt. And I know not everything is money, but I at least need to buy my coffee. Yeah, and that's a little bit too intensive for me right now. Video a week. That would basically be a full-time job. I would really have to burn myself out producing videos. Yeah, I have a Patreon account and everything's set up, but nobody has joined. Yeah. Plus, today, with how people are so low attention span, if it's not like flashy and moving all the time, they're gonna get bored. So there's a lot of editing gimmicks you have to implement. I mean, you could develop a following, and they'll 2 hours. I've been editing videos for like a week. I'm just slow. I might just be slow, guys. But yeah, I did like a whole bunch of different shots and angles, and I took B-roll of the aquariums and did all that stuff, and then put it all together. Find the music. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Yeah. So welcome in, guys. I am a woodworker from Puerto Rico. It's been some time since I said that intro. But yeah, I do woodworking, mostly PVC for now, but we are going to make some really cool uh, actual woodworking projects after I get rid of this one. So I'm trying to get rid of this before maybe Wednesday, like tomorrow. Wednesday's tomorrow. So I want to get this done by tomorrow so I can focus on some actual woodworking. I thought I was going to start today, but still have some stuff to do. Hello. Somewhat. That's the wife. Trying to take care of me. Did not sleep well last night. Hey, wait, cool. How's it going, man? So right now we're laminating a couple of stuff. There's some tape here. Where's that corner? Ah, it's over here. Remove the tape. Forgot to remove the tape. It's routing time. Let's grab this down. Day is a bit cool, but it is humid. Had a thunderstorm last night, so a lot of residual. Yeah, exactly. I hate those. I hate those things with a passion, those stupid thumbnails. Oh, and the ones with the little circle and an arrow on this, and it's like they're not pointing at anything. And they have like the same text-to-speech voiceover. Really? Veritasium is, I like his stuff. Let's clean the bearing just a tad bit again. Yeah, it pains me because that is what I was telling you about. It's what I was saying. They have to do it, or else their content is just gonna stay buried underneath a sea of crap. They have to do it. YouTube is forcing creators to become. Yeah, sure, link it in. If you want, you can maybe put it on the. I mean, if it's not too much trouble, like on the Discord. Thank you. Okay. I have to take a look at that. But yeah, there is some psychology behind it, of course. But God, this is so annoying. I really hate it with the passion. I really don't watch it. I avoid it like the plague. I'm frozen? Ah, come on. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm frozen. Great. Let's see if it'll connect again. Uh, Let me see if I can reload this. Why are all my cameras not working today? It says it's connected yet. Ah! Come on! Why? Why am I stuck forever routing something? Come on, man. Okay, I think there we go. Yay, it works. Sorry about that. Router. Router. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to watch that one. So I haven't seen that video, the one with the guy that killed most people on Earth or something like that by accident. I don't know what that is. Uh, I'm guessing is that he developed some sort of chemical that's been used in a lot of households, and that in turn killed off a lot of people in time. I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I kind of like to guess what it is before actually watching the video as well. Aha! I knew it. I said it must be lead. I said it must be lead based or something because he's the intro said something about we're still feeling the effects of it, and by we, I'm pretty sure he meant like the U.S. Well, around the world, but yeah, it gave me that impression. I was like, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with lead or some chemical or something. I guessed right. This is done. Let's just okay. No worries, man. Have fun. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see in here. I have the other cabinet in here. Run the chamfer bit real quick. And for these edges, just removing any little bit of glue that might have flicked off and reattached itself. The PVC. Almost getting this. Good thing I have it set up in a way that I got my first hype train. When was it? Yesterday? No. Was it yesterday? Sasaki was here. I don't remember. I think it was yesterday or Friday. Needless to say, it did not go all the way through. I think it did not finish. Or if it did, I did not see it. Yeah. I think it was Friday. I think it was Friday. It wasn't yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday? Okay. My God. My perception of time is down to crapper. Uh, okay, so this is done. All it needs it's little wheels that I have to buy and just bolt it on. And the drawer. You have to cut out the drawer. Um, so we're gonna be doing a little bit of cutting now. We're gonna cut the drawer and cut the base of the other cabinet real quick. We'll get that put together and maybe laminated all in one sitting. So hopefully the cameras will hold up. At least the cell phone battery will hold up. Let's see. Ah, starting to get hot. It's really humid. At the very least, it's humid. Let's just move this out of the way for now. And this thing, I want to move it to the garage. Of course, not necessarily right now, but at some point during the day, I'll move this out of here. Keep that into a scrap pile. So I have a couple of scraps here that I also have to use for the door. That also has to get laminated, but I'm going to leave that for when I start laminating the base. We'll do all that in a couple of steps. Okay. Let's see if this does not slip out of my hands. It is heavy. Let's use our toes. There you go. A nice 45-degree here on the corners on the front. I wish I could have maybe made it like a continuous grain, but they did not have this laminate long enough for me to do that. So unfortunately, um, this is what we got. It's pretty close on this side, so I'm kind of happy with that. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna fret over that. I'm just gonna take it as it is, and it's more than what most people expect out of these types of furniture here in Puerto Rico, at least. Oh no, in the States, if that's something people really look out for, or if it's something that they're expecting out of a build. So I have an office chair, office desk chair here. Well, it's not an office yeah, chair. It's a drawing table chair. It is a little taller than usual. Let's see if I put it all the way down. Oh yeah, even if I put it all the way down, I still have enough space. The thing is that It has to be a normal desk chair. This is not a normal desk chair. It has to be at a certain height so that a wheelchair can come in underneath it. Um, so right now this chair sits up a little taller. That's why it has a footrest. But yeah, we are at a good height. Our elbows are 90 degrees, so it's good. It's good. It's going to be a comfortable desk to work in. We will have some space. I believe we'll have like 2 inches below this, somewhere around 2 inches. You know what? I could bring in my wife's office chair and check it out. We do have some office chairs in, well, the office. Let's see. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay. Hold on. The moment of truth. Did I make this right or am I going to regret this? No, we are good here. Look at that. Yay! We have, this is a little taller, but of course this is set to the lowest setting, well, somewhat the lowest. If I were to, let's say, put it up to this point, I can rest my elbows on the armrest and type on a keyboard, no problem. Move my hand. The monitor will be here. We're good to go. This is quite comfy. It is a good size. And if you rest it all the way down, at least the armrest can go into it on the lowest setting. And you can just rest your hands up here if that's what you want to do. If you're of a taller frame, you can lean back and work this way, I guess. Okay, well, I am happy that the information I got was good with regards to this. I was like, well, I really hope this works. I really hope it doesn't like make it impossible for someone to work on this. Um, I did not check with the chair before I did any of this work. I just went with what the internet said because if I were to go with what the chair tells me, like at the lowest setting, it would have been too low for like a wheelchair. I had to look it up and make sure that the height of this was enough for like if somebody with uh, disability worked at the office, at least at the reception desk, that they could fit underneath this table. Although you can't get into that office without going up 2 flights of stairs, but well, just in case they put a elevator at some point or a teleporter, they will at least have some way to get up there. Okay, let's see here. Let's move over to the Canon camera. So we got that. Let me just do a little setting here because I know. No, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I believe this is. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Oh God, where is that setting? Audio mixer, sound alerts. No, browser source. Let's see. Advanced audio. Okay, here we go. Audio input capture. Yeah, I'm not going to monitor that. Spotify, monitor only. Sound alerts, monitor and output. But then I'm not getting any like audio prompts for when people raid and follow. Monitor and output, monitor and output. Um, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, that's not important. What I need to do now is set up the table saw for the next operation, which is cutting up the base. Before I do that, let me just check the drawing here real quick. Let's see here. Hopefully OBS Studio doesn't like crash or anything. Start using SketchUp, yes. And here we go. I have to wait for this file to open. It is pretty big. It's a pretty big file. Move it a little bit more towards the center there. Just want to make sure that everything is to spec. It's a big file because the person that designed the actual desk area, reception area, drew the entire office in detail. So I have a whole bunch of information that I don't really need, but that's okay. Yep, it's 100 millimeters, which is technically 4 inches, approximately. This side, will I make it that thin? Not sure. Let's remove or hide at least, hide that. We can take our dimensions here. 147, 64. Yeah, but see, here to here, we have what? 53. That's 2 inches inwards. And here we have 36. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't need this to be 2 inches deep. I mean, maybe it's okay. I'm sorry you can't really see what I'm doing, but looking at my drawing here, making sure that this is 36, 36. 36 is 25 millimeters plus 10 more. That's almost an inch and a half. Just shy by 1 millimeter. Inch and a half approximately. I think we can go on with that. This side will be a little, well, not really. It's not going to be tricky because I'm not really going to make a massive box. I'm sorry. I'm tired and sleepy and starting to get a little hungry. A little hungry. Let's see here. Hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it. You know, it's just like if I get like my blood sugar kind of low, I start like spazzing out. Okay, 36 millimeter border all the way around. That's an inch and a half. That's okay. And 164 for the bottom piece wide and 64 millimeters on the other side. Ah, what? Come algo. Okay. All good. You should listen to the Texas speech. Eat. Yeah, I should definitely eat something. Yeah, I'm not as preppy as yesterday. Yesterday I had more energy. I had a good night's sleep. Uh, Today I've been up since 2. I haven't really eaten all that much. I only had a bowl of cereal and some coffee, so I think I think I have to eat something. So I will take a break. Unfortunately, I might not jump on stream again, so I'm gonna call it for now. Let's see who is on. Samuele is on. I haven't seen him in a while. He's doing some leather work. So we'll raid over to Samuele Pisanu. Pisanu. He's an Italian woodworker, instrument maker. Uh, Not actually. I wanted to raid Samuele because he only has like 2 viewers right now, so that would be some good help for him. He's been really good and nice. So let's all raid Samuele. Boyd is on this early? Sorry, what? Hold on, back. Onto Boyd or Sam. Oh yeah, Samuele. Okay, let's raid Samuele. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for being here. I enjoy your company as always. Thank you very much. If you haven't followed, please do so. That helps out the channel. Um, I'll probably get to make something as a giveaway. Yeah, thank you, Buck. I'll see you around, man. Thank you very much. I will see you in the other stream. Take care. Bye.